Russia said on Tuesday that the US has agreed to help it lift Western sanctions as part of preconditions for a maritime security deal in the Black Sea, which aims to stop strikes over the area and ensure safe passage for commercial shipping, as well as preventing the use of commercial vessels for military purposes. So, what does Russia say it will gain? Russia is the world's top exporter of wheat and fertilizers, and it said the sanctions the US will help to lift affect these industries, as well as shipping. This includes, Moscow says, the removal of curbs on companies producing and exporting food and fertilizers, the lifting of restrictions on financial and insurance companies involved in the international trade of these products, and against Russian-flagged vessels involved in the food and fertilizer trade. The deal is effectively a return to the Black Sea Initiative, struck in 2022, with the help of Turkey and the UN. That deal helped Ukraine get its grain and other agricultural products to market, while allowing for inspections of shipping in the area to prevent arms supplies. Kyiv complained that Russia was using the inspections to hold up shipments, allegations which Moscow denied. Russia then withdrew from the deal in 2023, complaining that its own food and fertilizer exports faced serious obstacles. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that Russia and Turkey had subsequently agreed to a return to the deal, but that Ukraine had suddenly pulled out. Moscow is not currently facing serious problems getting its grain to the market by the Black Sea, and its wheat and fertilizer exports themselves are not subject to Western sanctions. But Moscow has said that restrictions on payments, logistics and insurance have amounted to a barrier. Still, Russia's expected to send around 40 million tonnes of wheat to the global markets this season, and it aims to boost its overall agricultural exports by 50% by 2030. Diplomats told Reuters that most of the curbs listed by the Kremlin related to those enforced by the European Union. The Commission said the bloc did not have sanctions targeting agricultural goods, but did have, quote, prohibitive tariffs on grain products imported from Russia and Belarus.
The White House, in statements released yesterday, said tentative agreements had been reached with Russia and Ukraine to enable safe shipping in the Black Sea and to stop fighting there. It comes after 3 days of separate talks in Saudi Arabia between an American delegation and counterparts from Moscow and Kyiv. However, a statement released later by the Kremlin showed that many details were still unresolved. For example, the Kremlin says any deal involving the Black Sea was conditional on sanctions relief for Russian agricultural exports, such as easing restrictions on banking, insurance, and access for Russian ships to ports. In their statement, the White House said they would try to help restore Russia's access to world agricultural markets, although President Donald Trump, in an interview last night, said only that the US was thinking about the Russian demands. Kyiv has rejected the idea of lifting sanctions against Russia, saying Russia hasn't done anything to warrant this. And with European officials not involved in the current discussions, a concrete deal on the Black Sea still seems quite remote.